I'm experimenting, I'm sliding the scale back and forth. It's called the game of ratios. You have to fall in love with human faces.
Hi, Matt Rappaport here from Tech Times. We're here live at CES 2015 on day 2 at the Nikon booth, and I'm here with Joe McNally, Photographer of the Year, and just recently named, as well as a Nikon educator, and a whole lot more. Hey Joe, how you doing? Thanks for doing this with us.
Matthew, how's it going?
What do you expect for the next generation of cameras for technology? And do you just shoot digital too? So tell me a little bit about the differences in technology and what's missing.
Well, not heck of a lot is missing. You know, I remember I grew up with cameras that were, you know, let's call them rough around the edges compared to what we have now. I have enough pixels. I don't really look for more pixels than I currently have. The D810 is super high resolution. The new camera that just came out, the D750, has more than enough resolution and is light and fast and all those things. So that end of it, I think, is pretty well covered. I'd like to see, you know, quieter shutters in the future. That could be kind of cool. I'd like to see maybe a more enhanced relationship with the speedlights. It's already very, very good, but the speedlights, I think, could incorporate, as you saw, actually, or around the booth, some of the speedlights now are starting to come out with little LEDs in them, so you can do constant light as well. So certain variances like that, I'm looking to see how that's going to affect and maybe enlarge my imagination for the future.
So we're actually standing right in front of your picture that you took. It's beautiful, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. PPE, which is a major photo convention in New York, happened on Halloween weekend, so I suggested to Nikon and the Ambassador program that perhaps it would be good to come up with Halloween-themed photographs. So I had this nutty idea of a kind of an evil fairy painted into the wall of this little girl who's reading a Halloween scary story after she should have gone to sleep. So yeah, we just had fun with it, and it ended up being the centerpiece really for the Nikon booth at PPE. So by and large, very successful and a lot of fun to do.
And you also you travel the world, you shoot everywhere. What are some of the coolest locations that you've shot? And you were at the tallest building in the world too?
It's hard to sort out which country would be or a place that would be, but you mentioned the Burj Khalifa Tower. That's in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, and I did climb that about a year and a half ago, and that was a long process, but got permission to do it, and it's been kind of, you know, one of those things that you just do. You kind of think, I really want to do this, and it was a thing that, as a photographer, once you accomplish it, you say to yourself, okay, cool. I had this little piece of imagination, and I made it real by taking a picture of it.
Cool. And what kind of advice would you give to young photographers starting out? I'm sure you get asked that all the time.
It's a business about tenacity. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Get used to disappointment. Be able to drill your way through a whole series of people who will say no until you find someone who says yes. Be prepared to weather certain storms financially, creatively, emotionally, all those things. Being a photographer is a mosaic of skills, right? It's not just about visual skills. It's about a personality, an ability to accept uncertainty, a comfort level with the idea that you just don't know what you're going to be doing 6 months from now. Not everybody is cut out to do that. Lots of folks want to go to a job, get a paycheck, and that's totally cool. Photography's not like that.
Where can people find more of your work if they want to find you on the internet?
You can stop by my blog, joemcnally.com/blog. I'm on Twitter, you know, Joe McNally Photo on Twitter, and we're pretty active on that level.
We're looking forward for more in 2015 from you, Joe.
All right, thank you very much, Matthew.
Thank you. Appreciate it.